Ryan,
Yes,
I'm excited.
me too.
I've been wanting to play this for a while.
Everybody likes Super Erpga Mario.
What?
Super Erpga Mario.
Well, no, you don't read it like that. Okay. It's Super Mario RGB.
Erpga?
Yes.
Okay.
So balance normally in the state place when you're in challenge. Balance quickly progress. Now. So, full disclosure. Since we're both old heads, we have played the original one a very long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you've played a bit of this remake.
Yes, I have.
I have not. So I'm assuming that maybe there's minor gameplay changes, but I imagine the main game is still what it was back in the day.
Yeah, we were kind of discussing it off camera a little bit, but the way I would describe it is this game is as good as you remember the original being.
Okay.
And the original is already an excellent game.
Yeah.
But some of the shine has come off of those graphics over the years.
Yeah.
But back then, that was amazing stuff. And just playing this, it was all natural. I remembered where all the secrets were. Nothing has been moved or tweaked. It's not like the Mega Man X remake where they changed where all the items were located, so it threw off my flow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Like, in that remake, did they... Like, changing all the items, was that like an extra mode, or was everything just changed from...
By default, all of the armor upgrades were in different spots.
Fuck off.
Except for the...
That's...
No, I think even even your foot piece was in a different area.
Oh my god.
It completely changed how you play through the game.
Oh my goodness.
It's still good, but...
Okay, so we have this. Alright, awesome. And it... Oh. So is it...
Now, and you have two ways
do
of doing the combat. 'Cause remember before, you would actually like push the same button to confirm that button?
Yeah.
Like you'd press Y twice to
Y
attack.
twice to special.
In
and
this
then-
one, you press Y, then you press A to confirm. But you
Oh.
can go into your options and switch it back. So if you want to do it that way, pull up your menu, go to your system settings, battle controls, type B.
Okay. Alright. Oh, okay. So I've been running the whole time. I'm sitting there, like, trying to press the different buttons to figure out why, like, if there was a run faster. So I'm already running by default.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then the skip targeting is like the old style targeting where if you kill them, you continue targeting the blank spot where they were.
Wait. Hold on. What? Which...
Oh, never mind. I'm thinking something different with it. No, this one just this one lets you always choose who you're attacking or healing. When there's only one possible target, it just skips the part that allows you to choose your target.
I'd rather just...
And then the music, you can have the modern or the original SNES music.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this ahead of time. Okay. So I'm already running by default. All right, cool. Now, I might do one or two fights with these guys just to kind of get the timing back.
Yeah. And the fights are a little different because there's only one enemy per fight now for this opening part.
Oh, yeah, because they used to have two... Oh, and you... Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't used to gain XP in this first...
Oh, yeah.
These first fights. They actually add that now.
Mm-hmm. Little bitty quality of life improvements.
Okay, and they do have the... So the timing is slightly different for the timed hits.
The timing on that hits also has an extra layer to it.
What's that?
You can hit it and you do the bonus damage, but if you perfect hit it, it sends out a shockwave that damages all the enemies.
Okay. Okay, so is the exclamation point when I'm supposed to hit to reduce damage?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
It's about the same timing as it used to be.
The attack is definitely different. Yeah. The attack is different for, like, timing it. Okay. Alright, so a lot of the stuff... It's B... Okay, yeah, B still jump. Alright. Alright, so the collapsing bridge is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that Bowser fight, and then you attack the Kink Link.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I do have a question.
Okay.
Because I remember from the screenshots that there's this new thing when you get into the fights. I don't think it's in this part. I guess it's a later thing. That it'll have a percentage thing at the bottom left. Mm-hmm. What is that about?
You will see. I don't want to explain it now. The game will do a pretty good job of explaining it better than me, but it is one of the newer features that's pretty cool about the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to Mario jumping all the way over to the chain to hit it, so I'm not expecting to... Okay, there we go. I have to remember he only hits, like... He only steps forward, like, one little thing. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, I cannot get the timing down for the attack, because I keep thinking that it's... Because in the Super Nintendo, you hit it right at the point of impact. This one, it feels like... On this one, it feels like you have to hit it just as he's swinging, like mid punch throw.
I haven't noticed that difference myself, but it's also because I've been playing the SNES version on my little emulator handhelds, so my timing might be more based on that instead of the original SNES hardware.
Okay.
Now, the clocks are slightly different with them, you know.
Okay. Now, I imagine this probably applies, but the what's it called? The prizes for getting 30 and 100 consecutive jumps are still in the game, right?
I think so. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they are. I don't think they've cut any... The only thing I know they've cut is a certain jiggle physics.
Valentina?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, there's a boss fight late in the game. A surprisingly humanoid-esque woman named Valentina with big old fat anime titties. And in the Super Nintendo version, when you hit her, she had serious boob jiggle.
Yeah, but Nintendo hated that back then. They were mad, but by the
were
time...
They?
Oh yeah, but it was too late to do anything about it back then.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I didn't know that actually upset them.
A lot of the Super Mario RPG's development had a lot to do with why Square went to Sony for Final Fantasy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Yeah, big boy.
Boom.
I remember for the longest time... How far have you gotten into the remake?
I just got through... Marymore, I believe. I just finished that.
Okay. So, do they spend most of the game calling the sword Smithy?
I don't remember. I think so, yeah.
I remember that was a thing that kind of annoyed me. Like, the commercial for the game itself, kept calling the sword Smithy.
Yeah.
And when you get into the actual fight with the sword, it's called Exor.
Yeah. Also, they completely ruined the game. The house is now called Mario House instead of Pi's House. You didn't notice that?
Oh, okay. No, I glazed over it. We use something called a door. Yep, they still got the quippy toad.
Oh yeah, no, he's still on it.
He's still kind of being a little bit of a shit. And do you still jump to... Yep, okay. Now is this... Look. Nothing. Huh? Oh, okay, so I get to... Oh, so I get to hold on to stuff. Okay, this was one concern. The Super Nintendo version did not have anything a box you could store stuff in. You had a limited inventory. I want to say 30 items?
Whenever you get more than, I think, 10 of each item, they go to your storage unit or something like that.
Okay, because I was not nearly as much of a pack rat then as I am now.
Oh, yeah.
And I was worried, like, oh, God, I'm going to have to sell so much shit I don't want to
Nope.
sell or throw out.
Yeah, no, full pack rat mode engaged.
Okay, awesome. Got something important. Blah, blah, blah. Saved. Go ahead, use the save point. All right, fantastic.
You save automatically when you go between areas, though.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's neat. Okay.
Just a little bitty quality of life thing.
Okay. And one thing... Actually, you know what? Don't tell me what this is going to be. But I'm just going to say something that I'm wondering about, and I would just like to find it out on my own. So, the Super Nintendo version, when you start up a new save file, it asked you for your name, or a name for the save file.
Yeah.
And when you got to Booster's Tower, Booster would have a password he would use to unlock one of his doors, and it just happened to be whatever you typed in for your name. But I noticed this doesn't ask you for a name. I don't
remember what happened in the Booster Tower thing.
Okay, just don't...
Yeah.
If you remember, don't say it. Just kind of... Oh yeah, I forgot it did talk.
Yep.
Oh, and it quote-unquote casts a spell by opening and closing its mouth super quick. Yeah, just... Do it. Is he gonna...
Deal with this.
Yep, he still does it. Oh, they don't... Okay. The whole, like, jumping where there's no more bridge left was a lot more exaggerated in the Super Nintendo version. But yeah,
that's still an awesome shot, though.
It really is, yeah. Oh, and it actually has him climbing up instead of just starting the shot with him on the mountain. Okay.
Yeah. So now you have that important piece of lore. He climbed the mountain. He did not teleport.
Okay, awesome. I was going to say, man, this game is unplayable if I don't know how he got there.
Exactly. That's what they do. They're diving into the deep-cut lore that was just missing the first time around due to corporate interference.
Okay, here we go. So this is walking. I have to hold the button, but I'm running by default. Okay, all right. I'm not used to... Because I'm used to the arm and leg animation being a lot faster, so even though this is fast, it doesn't feel as fast. Okay. And he does still do the, yep, where he tries to walk across thin air, and yep, okay.
Yep.
Yes, they included the pantomimes.
Some of the best charm of the original game.
Hell yeah.
This doesn't feel like a lot of remasters where they homogenize it and make it too clean. Like this.
Okay.
This feels right.
Awesome. And it does let me skip the tutorials, right?
Yeah, you can.
Awesome. Do you know how to use items? Yes. Oh, okay, so it's not even gonna... Okay. Hold on, and my action commands? Yes. Watch out, buddy, he knows action commands. And he leaves? Yep, okay, awesome. They still do it the same way they did before.
Yep, it's
Sweet.
almost like
Okay.
this game respects you as a player.
Thank you. Alright. No chance about Peach. Okay. Oh, and they skipped the, Did they skip the item? Yeah, they did. Okay. Usually, right after he runs into you, that first mushroom he gives you, he's like, "Do you know how to use
it?"
Yeah. Well, he goes, "Do you know how to use items?" And if you don't, he teaches you, but you expend your mushroom on 1 HP.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell him that you do know, you take the 1 HP damage, but now you have this mushroom for later. Okay. So that's kind of neat. Oh, there are so many of you all of a sudden. Okay. It's just going to take a little bit of time to
Oh, yeah.
get the timing down for some of these. Okay.
So see how you did a little bit extra damage there? Yeah, that actually comes in quite handy.
Okay, so attacking them, I have to hit the button a little sooner than I expect, but defending from an attack is about the same as it was before. Okay. Alright, so I have to remember it's only this part right here that's kind of iffy. Yeah, like that. Okay. Because I actually hit it a little too soon for that second one's attack. Alright.
You know, I haven't actually played this on my TV yet. This game looks gorgeous. I've just been playing it in handheld.
Okay. Yeah, and I keep hitting it a little too soon for the defending thing. Because I'm so used to the attack being... I kind of wish, there's not an option for old timing, is there?
No.
Okay. Well, heck. All
But
right.
you will get used to the new timing.
Okay, I imagine so. It's just I'm used to the old timing now. I want to do that.
I want it like it was.
I don't want to learn something new. I want to learn something old. Okay, so
Like Douglas Adams said, anything invented before you were born is just the natural order of things. Anything invented between your birth and the age of 35 is new and exciting and should be embraced, and anything invented after you're 35 is unnatural and against the order of things.
What? Also, I do like that it had that marker that said the Koopa was almost down.
Yeah.
See, I wasn't ignoring the box. I knew it was I remember it was a 10 core. Look! I just
You're
want
only delaying the inevitable, paratrooper.
I just want that juicy EXP. I do have a question.
Yes.
About, Oh, neat. So that's a little bonus to my percentage thing. So, I have a question. Before, you know how some of the moves, like a bunch of the moves would have special button things you did to increase damage? Mm-hmm. You remember how Mario's fire attacks would say, mash the button?
Yeah. They have tweaked it a little.
Okay, so... Oh, thank God. Alright. I was actually thinking I should use a mushroom soon.
The tweak is, when it tells you to mash, your mashing fills up a little meter, and when that meter fills up, that's when you know you've got it perfect.
Okay. Because here's my concern. In the original game, it had a thing to, We'll go with this. Also, I do like the stage thing. My concern was, in the first game, the game had this way of detecting if you were using a turbo controller.
Yeah.
Like, if you did button inputs too fast, it wouldn't count. So a lot of times, if you know that mashing thing that I do,
Yeah, or that I do as well.
I think you were the one. Yeah, you were the one that taught me how to do that.
The hand vibrate.
Yeah, just
button
like
mash.
just wail on it. but like Mario RPG would not pick up on that.
Yeah, I know.
Like I would use like his fire attacks and it would say press Y repeatedly, and I'd do that, and he'd fire the first automatic one and fire nothing. But if I did my normal like button press, they would all come out.
This game is not immune to my button pressing, so it'll work for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I was like, do I have to go back to the old method, dumb it down like that, like I used to? But I see you. Don't think you're slick. Okay. I want to see... Oh, all right. Okay, I definitely need to... My timing is still a little rough.
Double kill. At least it makes your basic attacks a lot more useful. The only downside to that is I've now noticed that I'm using my special abilities a lot less as I'm playing. And I've actually been prioritizing my physical damage with Mario and turning him into my primary...
Just...
thwacker.
Thing puncher?
Yeah.
Boom! So I have a question about that shockwave attack.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say, for example, that, like, there's another guy behind the guy on the right.
Mm-hmm.
If I punched out the left guy, would they both take the same amount of shockwave damage?
Yeah,
or would
everybody,
the front guy...
all the enemies take the same amount of shockwave damage.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like they would take more if they were closer or less if they were farther away. Okay, all right, that's fine. Just trying to learn stuff. Okay, so he's still doing the little spinny flower thing. Okay, so it's regardless of distance. Now I got a question about my percentage. When I fill up my percentage, does it fire off automatically? Or
It does not, no.
Okay, so I get to use... Yeah. Okay, because I'm thinking about just holding that for the boss. Because I already know what's... You kind of sighed for a little bit. Is it not an attack?
No, I was just breathing.
Okay, alright, sorry. It's kind of... Okay. Timing was a little weird, but you know what? That's fine. Come here, you. Come here, you. Yeah, that's probably what I meant to do.
Yeah, you nailed it. You're fine.
Just completely clears me. Alright, but we are coming up to about that time, so... Buddy, after I punch your socks off or whatever, I'm gonna do stuff. I got a question. Another one. What?
Just every fight is like, hey, I got a question.
Yeah, well, because I'm remembering so many things. Sorry.
It's fun. I like it.
I won't have questions anymore. Sorry. We're gonna do this thing where this channel where one person knows what we're doing and the other person doesn't and has to learn. I'm not gonna teach him anything. Fuck learning.
Experience is the great teacher. But anyway, what was your question?
You're about to experience my foot on the side of your head in a moment. Now I don't remember my question. Fucking thanks.
Well, you had just picked up a pick-me-up item.
Thanks. The next time, then.